What is a revocable living trust? A revocable living trust is a fiduciary relationship in which a trustee holds legal title to property for the benefit of one or more beneficiaries. This relationship is created with the execution of the revocable living trust document. A revocable living trust document identifies the trust parties and sets out the purpose of the trust. It is typically drafted by an attorney. The revocable living trust document identifies the following parties: trustors, trustees, successor trustees, and trust beneficiaries. First, let's discuss the trustors. The trustors are the person or persons who set up the trust and execute the trust document. The trustors are also the persons giving property to the trust. For example, the trustors may transfer their bank accounts, stocks, bonds, and real estate to the trust. The trustors retain the right to change provisions of the revocable living trust document while they are alive and have capacity, hence the word revocable in the title. If the trustors change provisions of the trust, it is often referred to as an amendment or a restatement. Trustors may also be referred to as grantors or settlers in revocable living trust documents. Trustor, grantor, or settler all refers to the individual who set up the trust, executed the revocable living trust document, and gave property to the trust. Next, let's discuss the trustees. Trustees are the person or persons who are appointed by the grantors to administer the terms of the trust. For a revocable living trust, the grantors are often the initial trustees. Think of the trustees as the managers of the revocable living trust. Their responsibility is to carry out the terms of the trust document. For example, the trust document may call for certain charitable organizations to be paid quarterly. The trustees have responsibility to distribute the payments to the charitable organization. The revocable living trust document will also outline successor trustees. Successor trustees are the person or persons who are next in line to succeed the initial trustees. They assume all the responsibilities of the initial trustees. Successor trustees will be required to act if the individual trustees resign, become incapacitated, or in the event the initial trustees pass away. Remember, our trustors can make changes to the revocable living trust document. They may choose to change successor trustees with an amendment or restatement. Trust beneficiaries are the persons or entities who are to benefit from the trust asset. For example, a local charitable organization may be entitled to receive 1% of the trust income for 5 years. The trustees have the fiduciary responsibility to distribute the payment to charitable organization trust beneficiary as directed in the trust document. Why would the trustors create a revocable living trust? A revocable living trust has a number of benefits. Let's look at the most common. Management of assets. Trusts can help address complex family dynamics, such as financially irresponsible family members, minors, or blended families. Avoidance of probate. Assets held in a revocable living trust may not be subject to a potentially lengthy court process known as probate. This allows assets such as stocks, bonds, jewelry, and real estate to be transitioned quickly and easily by the successor trustees to the trust beneficiaries. Probate can be a costly process and is generally public record. A revocable living trust document can keep information on total assets and beneficiaries private. Trusts also help to protect the trust beneficiaries against creditors. Trusts may also help minimize tax consequences for the deceased grantor's estate and the trust beneficiaries. Trusts can be structured in a variety of ways and can be used as a very important tool in the estate's planning process. This concludes our first module regarding trusts. We look forward to sharing our next training module coming soon.